Turkish comprehension test. What are we doing here? I just trying to decompress from watching this stupid teen flick called Metal Lord. That was just so god. Had lots of metal, lots of Metallica in it, and I'm just going to say, Kirk, what the fuck were you thinking, mate? Examining Turkic comprehension.
Back to the first pass now, where I was just about to start painting the second level filler materials. However, paint already. The density of concept or the structure of language in this first section here, just before the pain emerges at this spot, at the I don't just say section, all of this is a source of pain. And this area here with the never cared for isms is gaseous. It's as though that was very dense, painful and tertiary, and that's the aftermath. Now this pain part, I picture it like a building imploding, and this never cared for section ends up like that cloud plume after the heavier debris has already settled, but the cloud plumage still continues to bloom. That's how that one feels. This area feels like an implosion, and in this area I noticed the grammaticals were getting more convoluted and complicated in here. There was a lot of this convolution, and I know that the four with the ischin been like right at the bloody end often. That was one contributing factor. I only managed to capture the roots, needing to stick with just the root sections because processing the suffix soidals in this sort of a level was not appropriate to bring them in. And in the second pass there was a need to start embedding them, and I will note this one was really eye-opening. Önemli there, important it would be, breached into matters, but in the first pass I couldn't flip it. It wasn't possible to flip, and that's where the word matters is somehow in isolation, signaling it is something of importance. And I've got complication with the nothing else being registered as an actual entity. What is the nothing else? When my brain has mapped it to this hichne kimni, which is the fakamanader, which is the same as the never, the no matter, and the nothing else. It's like they are, let's just call it the Holy Trinity as a base. I'm okay to roll with that. Just the basic. When I'm scanning this line here, and the fakamanader is important. The fakamanader, important it would be. Important it would be. The fakamanader. There was a desire to articulate the fakamanader deeper if I opted for the Englishification of that. But the Englishification ends up becoming a bit like the fucking whatever man. The fucking whatever is a suitable parallel for the fucking maneder. The fucking maneder is the fucking whatever. That's my name for it. The gaseous intangibility. Yeah, I'm not sure why it hurts so much here. There was a sense of self-consciousness of this feels too much like the time I accidentally interpreted Melissa's dream online. She was in my mother's group, and well, she's the one who shared her bloody dream with the group, and I ended up responding to it. Yeah, she ended up feeling naked, and I'm conscious of how this space feels exactly the same as that experience. It's exactly the same, so I'm feeling self-conscious of shit. I'm really sorry to the point of origin of the this that was as it arrived into my ear box in the way back of the 90s. Real sorry if this is making you feel real fucking naked. Or yeah, I'm conscious this can scare people. It has scared people, and I needed to add, yeah, this is the experience of the design process. This also happens with my clients through design. It's the same space of I'm going through a design briefing, and my job is to get into their head to read their minds and deliver the visualization exactly how they pictured it, even if they're not entirely sure of what they want exactly. My process with them nails it with precision, and yeah, there's been a number of testimonials where I've had people express things like, "Oh, you're in my head. How do you do that? I can physically feel you living in my head." Versus the other funny, the favourite one, was the one with Leon, where he said, "I can't believe how far your wife got into my head." Yeah, it almost scared him because he was afraid of what else I could have seen while I was in his head. So I'm conscious that I am like that with my work. If I made you feel naked, sorry, but with that needed to also add, well, I know what I need to do while I'm in the process of expressing myself through this sort of a medium, through written word and this fucking spoken, sunged word. Yeah, and I think that was connected to the third personism that I go through. I think my illustrations of that did a much better job of trying to show what it's like for me, how I'm not inside myself completely and there's some form of detachment. Yeah, this önemlidir. It stands out. It's starting to get a bit chaotic. And yeah, there was a need to let's just sit with the first pass of this is the equivalent of reception of spoken Turkish. So I'll just map it. I'll just try to just do with a live reading. Feeling self-conscious. It's taken me just over 10 minutes trying to get this far. It's so close no matter how far. Yakın, hiç ne kim ne uzak. The nearby, fucking whatever, far away. Couldn't play much more from the heart. Olmadı daha kalpten. Oh god. How do I restructure it? Kalpten daha olmadı. From the heart, more it couldn't be. Forever trusting who we are. Sonsuza kadar biz ne kim ne. And this is where, oopsie, forgot the güven because I could have fit it in there and I kept skipping it. Okay, I gotta start again. Forever trusting who we are. Sonsuza kadar güven biz ne kim ne. Alright, oh wow. Okay, so the experience of this is for eternity, trust who we are. That was reading like for eternity, trust is who we are. And I know there's other ways too. There's other ways if that's not the only way, but I don't want to explore it. Just got to do a pass through and nothing else matters. And ve hiç ne kim ne. Ve and in the bakımı where I would actually add the önemlidir, but that's just the example of through the first pass. I couldn't actually pick it up, and that's for wave 2 processing at this level. Never opened myself this way. Hiç aç kendimi böyle. Now that is yeah, this is where never is pinging as an entity again here, just because of this one here. Yes, hiç aç kendimi böyle. It's almost like it's a request to the fucking nether to open myself like this. How do I say that in English? The fucking nether open me like this. Next, life is ours, we live it our way. I didn't include the suffix in the first pass. Hayat bizim, yaş bizim yol. And it is very much, these are isolated segments. It's not an actual sentence. Life is ours, we live it our way. Alright, hayat bizim, life is ours, correct. Yaş, it's kind of like live our way. Then there's a problem there because the suffix didn't get incorporated, so it's just live. Life is ours, live our way. So it's coming across as an usology, an usdom, where it's a group of us saying life is ours, it belongs to us. And here we got the live it our way, as though that's almost saying you have to live it our way, but it's not a live it in this context without the suffix. Life is ours, live our way. Okay, all these words, I don't just say, ugh, fuck you. Okay, hepsi bu kelimeler konuş. These are all of the words, speak. Trust the sick and finding you. Güveni ara ve senin Okay, search for the trust, and with you, I found it. Okay, next. Every day, for us, something new. Kun, she, yene. Okay, and that's where it's become abstract without enough filler to connect the dots. So that's day, thing, new. Day, thing, new, and it's not possible to construct a passage with it easily. It's just a random day, thing, new, something about a day connected to a thing, and there's something new about it, and that's the best I could do with it. Next, open mind for a different view. Açık, değişik, manzara. An open, different view. How do I say view so that when I say view, it is conjuring the picture of a landscape instead of an opinion? I'm not sure yet. Have to get thesaurusidal. Thesaurusidal, yeah, I was supposed to get thesaurusidal, try and correct that. Okay. Açık, değişik, manzara. Açık, değişik, manzara. This one feels close to expressing in English an open horizon that's different. An open, yeah, horizon, she's getting close. I need to get thesaurusidal. But through this, in the Turkish pathway, it is showing me a field that is open, expansive, and it's different. Alright, that was a bit exhausting, yes. Fatigue here. This section is linking to fatigue, and there was something about this that is also like a tranquilizer, like some sort of a injection, like, I don't know, morphine or something, that makes me go sleepy, and the amnesia gets triggered, or it does. It's like the words are injecting some type of a tranquilizer because there's a shitload of pain, so I don't know if that's the response from deep pain and the body is trying to create the sedatives. And here, this is where it's just gaseous and there's not much bridging possible for me, but I'll try with what did get picked up, and it's probably I have to do it as a collective whole because I can't really do it sentence by sentence. I could try it with the first one. Hiç korular ne dedi? Okay, hiç is coming across as a person thing. It's not a yeah, this never is sitting like a thing person. It's like this phrase is asking the never to protect, and this korular ne dedi is like what did they say? And here we got the complication of before, which could have been responsible for their trouble. Right here, I guess I can do a phrase. Oyun, oyna, play a game. That's not the full, that's all I could pick up with the first pass. And then yeah, biliyorum, bil, know. Is it like a command to know, learn how to know, biliyorum, knowing I am. Alright, so this is let's just try to do that and a cluster. Hiç koru. Yeah, just like asking the never to protect. Olar ne dedi? What did they say? Play a game? No. Knowing I am. Knowing I am. It's as though the speaker is the knowing. Something like that? Okay, so that's the rough first raw as fuck draft. No practice here. And I feel I have to just stop that here and review my notes of the second pass, and then I have to do the next wave after this, which is the second pass, and I needed to do a stock take of did I catch the correct ones. I feel I don't really need to do a pedantic version of yeah exactly Archie, you need to check 6 more times and make double, triple, quadruple sure all the way, but for me it's like no, it's not necessary for this is just the initial approach these exercises are showing me. Right, if I was to examine another song, I am now in the process of developing methods of approach. This experience is showing me issues I have to be mindful of. I guess it's going alright, but in the meanwhile, it's like I haven't even begun to translate whatsoever. This is me trying to capture an English mirror for what my experience feels like in Turkish. and I can see how that's impacting my English at the same time. And this is like pretty much, yeah, examining the bilingual state. I feel it offers another way of looking at another way, it offers another way. Or this is where, okay, somebody presented me with a magpie opera. I listened to it. My experience of osmosing with it in English is in English, but I've not done it through the Turkish, and it's as though the Turkish is almost functioning like a diagnostic tool. That's what it is feeling like. I am not sure how much of this could be mirrored in the point of origin, the author, a sense of if it's happened, if there's a knowing that is within me, then I would know of each other type of paradigm, something like that. That's what I'm picking up so far. I'll just wrap this up and step back in time, review my former note, and then see where this goes on the other side of that. What I wanted to do next was, just fill in the second pass with another colour, just paint through and see where that takes me, and then do similar line by line, just seeing how the linear Turkish reads and trying to process the English on the fly. What was intriguing was I had a bit of a knot somewhere, and it made me mindful of how there's an arıyorlar, this one, oynatıyorlar, where that sort of a thing feels like a symptom of being a 4-year-old, where there's logic here, that's very straightforward logic going on here, but this is the sort of thing that mum would have corrected, going, no, you can't say that. In the meanwhile, I just did get used to it.
Rezalet rezilliğine bakınca farkında bakmın eder. Kurt çok çiftliğindeki çürük verme fabrikasında bilim berberu eğitim silosu vizalara askerlik kabuldadı viza askerlik terbiye talep ediyorsun edepsiz King Kong'u kıçını silen bir ekibi eğitim silosu rahatını sayıyorum gündelikçi geçiçini sayıyorum kadro eksiklik krizi King Kong'u kıçını silen bir ekibi sizin meydanın yoludur.
Yakın hiç ne kimli uzak olmadı. Daha kalpten sonsuza kadar güven biz ne kimli ve hiç ne kimli hiç aç kendimi böyle hayat bizim yaş bizim yol hepsi bu kelimeler konuş güven ara seninle oldum gün yeni açık değişik manzara hiç koru olar ne dediği oyun oyna biliyorum.
Reading plays a major role in the development of a student's writing ability. Children's reading experiences, especially those shared by parent and child, provides an insight into how authors use writing to convey meaning. Parents need opportunities to share concerns about their child's development.
She certainly improved. Her intonation worried me much at the beginning, and certainly it's improving.
With her, when she's reading to you?
When she's reading to me, yes. Well, it's quite fluent and pleasing to hear, and you don't have that sort of, I can't put it into words how it is. It used to be, when she's reading a long sentence, the intonations were in different, the stresses.
Didn't seem appropriate.
No.
Intonation, bilmiyorum.
When in our writing program, when they're at the stage where they're looking at their writing and conferencing after they've been after they've written their story, they work and they conference it with a friend. That's when they start looking at the stories they've written and start looking at the spelling. And often they haven't noticed that misprint or misspelling until they're at that stage, because it's the first time they're writing, they're thinking of the ideas they're putting down, but then they go back and look critically at their work, and often those spellings are picked up because they are looking for those when they're conferencing. And if Aicha isn't sure of a word in the classroom, she's offered many ways to find out the meanings. Often it will be a friend who will correct her,
Yes, what other sources do we have? So we're not just a dictionary, and then a thesaurus, and then the etymology of Coca-Cola.
I'm sure she would know that she would go to the dictionary. They are encouraged to use as many sources for information.
Manaya biçimlendirmeklerinden kime biçimlendirdikleri göre bıçak, bıçak.
See you at the supermarket.
Adım Ayşe, gel yürüsün.